Jai Sri Ram, welcome everybody. Welcome to Bharat Marg. I'm so happy to be here and want to welcome Abishek Gupta ji, journalist from Prayagraj. Appreciate it. And Bharat Gopu ji, political analyst from Delhi, and also Dr. Padmapriya, an author and a poet from Chennai. Welcome all. And we are going to discuss about folks Modi Shah's 9 years. Modi Shah's 9 years, whether Bharat succeeded or failed. That's a question. Okay, इसके बारे में हमारा बातचीत होगा हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में मिक्स में होगा. आप जुड़े रहें हमसे और जो भी सवाल है कमेंट है इधर करें और चालू करेंगे. उसके पहले folks, please make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video as much as you can. अगर कोई सवाल है तो भी इधर लगाइए. आप क्या बोलते हैं? मोदी शाह 9 years भारत सक्सीड जीता या हारा, इसके बारे में ही बातचीत है. आपका भी खुद का जो फीडबैक है उसको भी दीजिएगा. ये चैनल सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल बटन दबा दीजिए कि हमसे जुड़े रहें. ओके, I'll go to Bharat Gopu ji first. Bharat Gopu ji, 9 years of Modi Shah, Bharat succeeded or failed?
It's on the way to success.
Just talk for a minute and a half, so that you can cut yourself, so that we can come. Yes, please. Go ahead.
See, governance is a continuous process, and it never ends. It begins somewhere, but it never ends. And to the best of my understanding and knowledge, I think we are on the path to success, where today we are, one of the top 5 economies of the world. We have a status in the global policy making process. And today you're proud to be an Indian. It's not, there has been no scams, there has been no talk of scams. Even if it is just an acquisition, there is not even an acquisition of a scam. So, मेरे हिसाब से तो we are on the road to success. That's my take.
अभिषेक जी, just आप बताइए, ये 1.5 मिनट में अंदर आप बताइए कि आप क्या बोलते हैं इसके बारे में. आपका म्यूट में है, आप आवाज नहीं आ रहा आपका. जस्ट फिक्स कीजिए. आई विल गो टू पद्मप्रिया दी इन द मीन. हाँ जी, अब आ रहा है. हाँ जी, बोलिए.
मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि बिल्कुल सांच को आज क्या, ये कोरोना काल में भारत ने सभी देशों को निष्पक्ष रूप से सिद्ध करके दिखाया कि हम विश्व गुरु हैं, आगे भी उसी ओर चल रहे हैं. और जिस तरीके से भारत विश्व गुरु बनकर लोगों के जान की सुरक्षा किया, लोगों को जीवन दान, दवा वगैरह उपलब्ध कराया, राशन तक फ्री करके उपलब्ध कराया, तो भारत का, जैसा कि सर ने बताया, जो पॉलिटिकल एनालिसिस है, ये गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी इज टू गुड. इट्स वसुधैव कुटुंबकम. तो बिल्कुल ये 9 साल मोदी जी का हर दिन नया इम्प्रूवमेंट होके ही आ रहा है. और हम तो उत्तर प्रदेश से, प्रयागराज से बिलोंग करते हैं. यहाँ क्राइम बिहार से कम नहीं था. तो क्राइम के कंट्रोल में योगी जी ने
प्रयागराज के बारे में बोलिए मत. कोर्ट के अंदर मार देते हैं, कुछ बोले तो आप इसके बारे में बात
क्रिमिनल कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, मगर डर, योगी जी ने कानून का डर जो बुलडोजर चला के पैदा किया है, तो क्राइम करने से पहले आदमी 100 बार सोचेगा कि मेरा लाखों करोड़ों का मकान गिर जाएगा. तो क्राइम करने से पहले आदमी सोचेगा.
बिल्कुल. डॉक्टर पद्मप्रिया जी, 1.5 minutes, what do you think about Modi Shah's 9 years? Success, Bharat succeeded or failed?
Thank you for the opportunity. Yes, Bharat has experienced unprecedented huge success under Modi ji. We have to clearly understand that given the world situation of, the former Corona situation and now the Russia-Ukraine war and many other world global situations, India is doing very well. बहुत अच्छी तरह से means we are progressing really well in every possible politically, diplomatically. The whole world is looking at India as a Vishwa Guru, and we are even in the latest news is that America says that India is more important than China. So we can just we have to understand the kind of play that we are not going to.
I don't take what America says too seriously.
No, but
They,
nevertheless, even the way people used to speak and the way
yeah.
they speak now, there is a definite change in the way the world looks at
And
us.
you
And
have to keep in
according to
mind they met Rahul Gandhi too.
that,
So you
yes,
know,
yes, but whatever
yeah.
be that, that is another discussion point. But the thing is that we have achieved unprecedented success in every possible way, politically, diplomatically, economically. Now we are the fifth largest economy of the world, and we have achieved 3.75 trillion economy. And in 2014 we were only the 10th largest economy. Now we are the fifth largest economy. So economically also we have progressed, and most importantly we have the BJP government under Modi ji has brought to fruition the dreams of Dr. Shama Prasad Mukherjee. We have abolished Article 35A and 370, and we have been able to, completely integrate Kashmir well with Bharat. And in addition to that, after 500 years, the dream of every Indian of having a Ram Mandir being built, it's happening. So we have to see the kind of unprecedented things which are happening. Going by all of that, we should definitely give
Okay.
full thumbs up to the Modi government.
Let's talk to Bharat Gopuji. Bharat Gopuji, we talk about Bharat ne ye kiya, super power ho gaya, ye wo, but they are not able to even protect the Hindus of Manipur or Hindus of, what you call Bengal. Torture happening. You know what I'm talking about?
See, understand one thing. Let's get out of this utopian mindset that there will be a place which is a Garden of Eden, and there will be no violence anywhere, and everything will be fair. Nothing is fair, and we are a large country. We have a huge population. In fact, we are the most populated country in the world today. And we are also polluted, but you will keep having these sporadic regional issues all over all the time, whether it is Manipur, whether it is Bengal, whether it is parts of Kerala. You will have these things are common. I'm not saying they are correct. I'm not saying they are not unfortunate. Of course they are unfortunate. Any kind of violence and any kind of loss of life is deplorable, but let's face the fact, these are isolated local events and these keeps happening. What do you mean by protecting Hindus? You can't assign one policeman behind every Hindu. Well, that cannot, that's unimaginable. And uh, these things will happen. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, but these things will happen. And I think we'll have to do away with this Hindu thing too much. You can't wish away our population. You can't wish away the fact that uh, you know you and me are Hindus only in armchair. Uh, you know, the, it really doesn't matter as long as everyone thinks of the country called Bharat. I'm okay with any religion and every religion as long as the country is there. You and me exist. Uh, I don't subscribe to this. Safety of Hindus only or safety of X
No,
only
not
or
safety of Hindus only. At least as a majority community, they need to have safety, isn't it?
no. There is no majority or minority. Everybody is
But
one and the
we
same.
don't get admission into the minority run colleges. We don't get Hajj Yatra special when we go to what we call the subsidy when we go to Badrinath or Kedarnath or to our
Okay, the
dhams.
subsidy has been done away with. The Hajj subsidy has been done away with, and There are certain states which do give you a Char Dham Yatra. They give you some package. If I'm not wrong, there is a grant of 10,000 rupees per family or something in one or two states. Uh, you can't really stretch that Hindu argument too much.
ठीक
You
है.
can't wish away. What are you going to do with 24% of the population?
That's a
16% of
good question.
what are
That's
you
a
going
good
to do with
question.
them?
Very,
Pack them and
I'll
take them home.
absolutely, I'll come back to you. अभिषेक जी, आप बताइए, आप बताइए कि ये जो अभी तक अपने मंदिर सब गुलाम हैं, अभी तक अपने
बिल्कुल
मंदिर सब
बिल्कुल
गुलाम हैं.
एक
हम अपने
इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, मेरे हिसाब से एक
अपना जो मंदिर
इम्प्लीमेंटेशन
का
होना
जो पैसा
चाहिए।
है वो गवर्नमेंट लूट जाती है, उसके लिए कोई रूल नहीं. Yeah, they have removed the 370, but still there are states where the Hindu sadhus cannot go. Only you had to be Isai to go.
बिल्कुल
हाँ जी, बोलिए.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही प्रश्न आपने किया है। इस पे भी एक गवर्नमेंट को रूल लाना चाहिए कि जैसे कि विशेष समुदाय मुस्लिम लोगों के लिए है कि उनके ज़कात का पैसा उनके ही उसमें खर्च होता है, उसी तरह हम लोग जो हिंदू टेम्पल्स को दान देते हैं उससे उनको पंडित पुजारी को सैलरी देनी चाहिए। उसमें उल्टा टैक्स लगाया जाता है। मुस्लिमों का बताइए बिजली का बिल माफ है और हमारे मंदिरों का बिजली का बिल लिया जाता है। इनकम टैक्स भी लगाया जाता है। पूरा गवर्नमेंट जब चाहे अंडरटेक कर सकती है, ले सकती है। तो ये अब इसमें सुधार की बहुत ज़रूरत है। अगर वो अपना मुस्लिम लॉ फॉलो कर रहे हैं तो हमें भी अपना हिंदू लॉ ढंग से फॉलो कराना चाहिए।
Okay. What do you say, Miss Dr. Padmapriya? What do you say?
See, as
Too many caveats everywhere. Everywhere announcement happening. Oh, NCR, ये क्या, CAA, this one, that one, everything, all announcement, big announcement, but nothing on the ground. Nothing implemented. Rohingya is high in number today. Everywhere the demography is changing around the border. In the border areas, people are in boil. In Uttarakhand, if you see, Himachal, if you see, there is a religious clash happening everywhere. Because the government is not implementing the laws. इसलिए ही ये हो रहा है ना.
See, there are things which are happening, but I beg to differ from what Bharat Gopuji says that 24% of the population is belong to a certain community. What will we do with them? There are problems. होते रहेंगे. नहीं, this is not. These things should not keep happening, and they will not keep happening. I am very sure that the Modi government is very serious in addressing these problems, which have been created by various groups like Rohingyas and all the others. They are very serious and they will take action, but for that they have to remain in power. So the first step, naturally, any government that they will do is they will try to stay in power, because only then they can do the good things that they want to be doing. And nothing is set in stone. Like recently we had the Sengol being placed in parliament. Let us clearly understand that this government of ours is definitely very much caring for the larger community residing in the country, because we have the ancient original indestructible religion of India, and which we all have to accept the culture of India. We have to accept the ancient Hindu culture, and that is a fact. And this is not what should we say, this doesn't have an Islamic past. We don't have a Christian past. We have a Hindu past, and if you dig anywhere in this country, you will find only Shivalingas or temples and not mosques or churches. Let's be clear. This is the original culture of India is Hinduism and the Sanatana Dharma, and that is how I'm sure any government.
So you think they need to do more work on it, and do you expect them to do?
Yes,
Okay, Bharat Gopuji. Yeah, I'll ask Bharat Gopuji. You work very closely with the government officials. Let me ask you something, Bharat Gopuji. Ki now there is a big hawa going on Uniform Civil Code, as you know, UCC coming up. They are taking feedback. Please say me, okay, will this be something like CAA where it is all propaganda but no implementation? What will happen here? UCC, will it benefit everybody, or it will only benefit a small section? UCC?
See, a uniform civil code is at this point in time, it is up for discussion, and it has been circulated. All kinds of public comments and suggestions have been sought by the law ministry, and once all the suggestions are looked into and categorized and cataloged, we will know what kind of support or opposition there is to a UCC. Uh, a UCC is something which was suggested by the Constituent Assembly, none less, because we go back to 1948, 49. It was Mr. Ambedkar who suggested that we should have a UCC. And if you ask me individually, I will say we have, if you talk of Sanatan, uh, we Sanatanis have more to lose than to gain, because when you make a UCC, you will have to give some and then take some. Now, being the majority community or the majority faith, you will have to give more, and in return, you're only going to get less. So, let's keep our fingers crossed, and let's see what kind of advice or what kind of comments or what kind of uh, suggestions come. And once all that is cataloged and all that is incorporated, if at all it is incorporated, we will know what kind of UCC we will have. Let's not
Absolutely.
put the cart before
Bharatji,
the horse.
one quick question on it. One quick question. If you can shed some light on it, that
Yeah.
UCC, will it free our temples, because all the other institutions of the non-religious other religions are free except Hindus. So will the UCC free our temples?
What is the alternative that you will suggest? Free temples, okay. Free them, and who will manage them? Is there
Yeah,
any game
now.
plan?
Yeah, no, okay. Let me answer you. We asked a very, very good question. Okay. In Uttarakhand, BJP government wanted to eat away with all the temples. You know that. And they faced a major criticism from the Sadhu Sants and the Sadhu Samaj. And then they have to bend to the knee, and they had to give back and fire the CM. All those things happened. Now the temples are running as good as before. Isn't it not true? Do you think
Okay.
only the other communities know how to run their worship places and the Hindus are dummies who cannot run
No,
it?
no. I don't think anything on those lines.
Okay.
Uh, any place of worship of any faith needs clean governance and clean maintenance and clean administration.
Mm-hmm.
And if the government, in its intelligence or in its thought process, thinks that there can be a government mechanism to administer temples, so be it. Otherwise, uh, you know, we will have to give them suggestions. Okay, this is a better suggestion. It's a trial and error method. There is no,
No, see, our
there's
Hundi
no such
monies
thing.
are being used for conversion, anti-Hindu work. All the welfare in the country and in Bharat are run by the Hundi money and the liquor money. Only two things goes and supports these things. Is that not true?
See, Dilipan, I know whatever problems you are listing with regard to the Hindu temple corpus, I can add another 100 to them. I know the problems slightly more. I don't disagree that there are problems. I'm only saying, let us, instead of discussing the problem, make suggestions on any kind of a solution, workable solution.
My question is whether the UCC will address this also, or it will only address polygamy and child marriage and other community and things like that. That's all I want to know. If you can say it in a minute.
I really, I would not want to comment on it because I haven't gone through the whole draft myself, and it will not be proper for me to comment on.
Okay, okay. अभिषेक जी, अभिषेक जी,
Yes.
आप क्या सोच रहे हैं? what is a mark you will give? Let me put it this way. Okay, if you
देखिए
are going to
हमारे
give
देश
marks,
में
और एक
आजादी
मिनट
के
है,
बाद से
like in
आजा-
30 seconds आप बताइए कि कितना मार्क देंगे मोदी शाह गवर्नमेंट के लिए? 9 साल में आप खुश हैं? कितना मार्क देंगे, क्यों देंगे, बस ये बताइए।
बिल्कुल खुश हैं। इनका एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और इनका गवर्नेंस बहुत ही बेहतरीन रहा है। मॉनिटरिंग इनकी बहुत अच्छी रही है। फीडबैक मुझसे क्या, मैं तो पब्लिक से फीडबैक लेता हूँ, और जो लोग निष्पक्ष हैं वो बहुत अच्छा फीडबैक दे रहे हैं, और जो किसी पार्टी से
आप
बिलोंग करते हैं वो गलत फीडबैक देते हैं।
नहीं, आप जर्नलिस्ट हैं, आप पब्लिक से बात करते ही हैं। यूपी
जी,
पब्लिक इज ओके, दे आर इम्प्रेस्ड विथ योगी। Okay, there is a
या
big
ऑफ कोर्स, वेरी मच
big
इम्प्रेस्ड।
division between let's face it, Yogi ji has more popularity today.
या
Okay,
बिकॉज
but
फैमिली सिक्योरिटी फर्स्ट। अगर क्राइम कंट्रोल उन्होंने किया है, क्रिमिनल्स के दिमाग में डर बैठा है, तो हमारी फैमिली सिक्योर है, हमारा शॉप ऑफिस सिक्योर है। और वो इतना बढ़िया योगी जी का एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है, मॉनिटरिंग है, हेल्थ हेल्थ रिलेटेड काम भी काफी अच्छा है, हॉस्पिटल्स वगैरह में भी इम्प्रूवमेंट हुआ है।
यूपी के बाहर क्या कैसा लगता है? मींस what do you feel in Madhya Pradesh, even the Hindi belt, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh,
अब
where the elections
योगी
are going to
मॉडल
come?
का ही योगी मॉडल का ही जहाँ जहाँ बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट है, योगी मॉडल का ही वो सब फॉलो कर रहे हैं।
अच्छा, ठीक है। Dr. Padmapriya, and what Abhishek Gupta ji said is absolutely right, because I'll say you what, yesterday in Madhya Pradesh 50 illegal mazars were demolished, and also in Uttarakhand there are so many. Now they have announced all the illegal mazars in Rishikesh will be destroyed. And what is happening in Uttarakhand, we just had a conversation with the ground yesterday. What do you think as a popularity level? How do you think people are satisfied when you are talking to them? Because from the part where you are coming from, gas everywhere, gas price is skyrocketing. Uh, it's getting expensive and difficult for the people to even survive. At least that is a notion being promoted.
Yes. See, there has always been inflation in this country. It is not that suddenly under Modi government only the inflation rates are high or something like that. So this is a false narrative that has been created, especially in Tamil Nadu, from where I reside and where I come from. So let me give the marks first. 90% is personally the mark that I feel that the Modi government deserves, simply because we are now the fifth largest economy. We are a 3.75 trillion economy. We have given 220 crore COVID vaccinations have been given to more than 100 crore people. This is not something ordinary or simple. And that too, in very trying times, we have been able to give free rations to more than 80 crore people. So all these are unprecedented in number and scale. And even this is almost the size of the entire countries. So the population wise, if you look at it. And then we have ensured that the last standing person receives things like insurance. We have all been living here in India for so many years. Can you imagine a situation where we are having more than 44 crore people are now got insurance cover? The Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, and so many things. So these are very huge schemes that have gone and reached the last standing person, which is Antyodaya. The idea envisaged by Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyaya ji has come true. And then again, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee's dream of integrating Kashmir fully with India, that has also come true. In terms of the Hindu desire, the ordinary Hindu of India who desired the Ram Mandir, that has come true. So in every possible way, diplomatically, we are in a very strong situation. Even in times of war, when even big powers have not been able to evacuate their citizens from during the Russia-Ukraine war, which is happening right now also. From Ukraine, we evacuated so many people. We even evacuated Pakistanis, and we've helped so many people. So this is a scale of success of the Modi government. So we have to give the credit where it is due, and therefore I feel that 90% is a mark that is to be given to the Modi government, because we are expecting even more splendid changes.
But let me ask you one quick question. You gave the mark, you spoke. Answer this one, okay? Today, more and more trains are being said that they are more vulnerable. It is getting more vulnerable in India because of certain sections keeping the stones and derailing, trying to derail. So many videos are coming out. Do you think Modi government would have done itself a favor when the people are throwing stones at Vande Bharat train or anything, if they have got down and punished them, see, like Yogi ji does? What, a
Absolutely.
Raja who is not giving a good punishment is now no good. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
People don't
Yes.
fear.
That is why the 10 marks I've deducted. As you said, there are maybe the measures should be very strict. Like Yogi ji is doing so successfully in UP. Probably, that lesson has to be taken. And yes, we have to put an end to any kind of mafia in this country, be
Okay.
it religious mafia or be it otherwise.
Bharat Gobuji, what is a mark you will give? What do you think about the trains? I have a serious question here. That is, when Vande Bharat was stoned everywhere with the vested interest gang, okay, Modi government looked the other way. And when the railway train tracks were illegally occupied, they didn't do iron hand tactics. They were just playing with the soft glove. you know these are all the things would have saved the train accident and will save the upcoming train accidents too. Don't you think so? Very, very
Okay.
soft glove approach.
Okay. The first thing, in terms of percentages, I'd probably give them about 80%.
Mhm.
20% is because it's work in motion. Insofar as vandalization of railway property is concerned or public utilities is concerned, you have to understand the complexities in a country like India. If in Odisha a track has been tampered with, okay, the first responders are the state. The state is also responsible. Just because someone is doing some good work, you can't keep piling on everything onto the central government. The tracks are, yes, it's a central prerogative, it's a central government owned institution, all that I agree. But you cannot put so much of pressure that the system breaks down. Why does it not happen? Mr. Yogi is probably one of the best administrators in the country today, followed by Mr. Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis, Hemanta Biswa Sarma, uh, Mr. ML Khattar. I can
And
keep naming,
MK
but
Stalin.
no, let's not put words in my mouth. I'm talking about Bharat here. I'm not talking about foreign entity.
Okay.
Uh, uh, you have to understand that Mr. Yogi is extremely successful because he is governing his state. All right. Now, the same is with Mr. Khattar, same is with Mr. Fadnavis, Mr. Eknath Shinde, same is with Hemanta Biswa Sarma, because they are governing their state in a very good fashion, right? Now, if there is any kind of a malpractice or if there is any kind of arson or tampering of government property, the state government has to step in and say, okay, it's our fault, we take care of it. You can't put all the problems in one
I
basket and
agree
say,
with you, but when the do you think it is the Raja's responsibility? Okay, that is the ruler's responsibility to punish the criminals in such a way they were afraid. They were doing a
so what do
a
we have the
trial round
judiciary
with the.
for? The
They
judiciary
were
is not
doing
going to
trial
cut my
round.
hair.
No, they were doing trial round with the Vande Bharat train stoning, and nothing was
See,
done for them.
understand one thing. We don't have a judiciary in India to do the barber's job. They are there to do that job. There is a police, there is a mechanism. Everybody has got their own responsibility. Overall responsibility, the buck stops with the king. Okay, fine, all that is understandable. But let's be practical also. You know, just because I'm not able to, get a confirmation on a railway ticket, Modi hi hi. Just because I'm not getting water in my tap, Modi hi hi. Arey, go get yourself checked with a mental doctor, yaar. You need mental help. I am being honest and clear about this. Overall responsibility, buck stops at the PMO. Yes, it stops at the PMO, provided everybody has done their job.
बिल्कुल
All right.
बिल्कुल
So let's do introspection. Let's introspect.
absolutely
Just I want to
absolutely
make one point,
Abhishek,
sir. Sir, I
what is
just
that?
want to interject with one point, just
Okay.
one point. As Bharatji said, see, this accident which happened in Orissa, it has happened in Orissa. It was not a BJP, it's not a BJP ruled state. So, and this it talks about the failure of the state administration also, because whatever, as he said, the railways may be a central government thing, it may come under the union list and all of that, but nevertheless, the trains are passing through. The accident has happened in Odisha. So the Raja, though, so there's Badshah. Badshah is Modi ji. So the Raja of the local place is Naveen Patnaik ji. So that naturally, fingers have to point to the Odia, the
You
failure
know,
of the
my
Odia
thing is
administration also.
my thing is playing soft glove politics with the terrorists and the Atangwadis. That does that affect? That's what my question was. You know,
Yes.
but last word to Abhishek Gupta ji. Hanji bhai.
Please repeat the question.
या कितना मार्क देंगे, क्यों, और ये जो दंड नीति का हमने बात की उसमें आपका विचार?
कानून का डर क्रिमिनल्स के अंदर तो यूपी में आया ही है, और योगी मॉडल और बीजेपी जहां जहां गवर्नमेंट है तो आप लोग भी देख रहे हैं मॉडल अपनाया जा रहा है। जुडिशरी के भरोसे अगर हम लोग रहें और सरकार उसमें हस्तक्षेप ना करे, तो आप देख रहे हैं कि अतीक अहमद पे 100 केस थे, एक भी केस में उनको सजा नहीं मिली। ये फेलियर ऑफ जुडिशरी है या लेट ऑफ जुडिशरी है, मगर क्रिमिनल्स का जो हार्डकोर क्रिमिनल्स हैं उनको जुडिशरी के भरोसे ना छोड़ के उनका एनकाउंटर ही एक सॉल्यूशन है। वरना उन्होंने कहा कि 100 केस था उसमें सजा नहीं हुई, एक उमेश पाल का मर्डर और कर दे रहे हैं सरकारी गवाह का, एक केस और हो जाएगा, कोई गवाही देने जाएगा नहीं तो सजा नहीं मिलेगी। तो कानून का डर कहाँ रह गया उनके ऊपर, एनकाउंटर का डर उनके ऊपर है। घर पे बुलडोजर चल जाए इसका डर क्रिमिनल के अंदर है। तो 10 में से 9 नंबर मैं हंसते हुए दूंगा।
बिल्कुल, now number 90%.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, thank you very much. 80, 90, 90, almost like 85% at an average. Huh? That's let's see what the people are saying, and looking forward to talk to you all again. And thank you for joining Bharat Marg and giving your feedback. Appreciate it highly, and thank you for your very very esteemed opinion. Appreciate it. Jai Jai Sri Ram.
Jai Shri
Jai
Ram.
Shri
Jai Jai Sri Ram. Jai Jai
जय
Sri
श्री
Ram.
राम, जय जय श्री राम।